Have you ever felt the weight of the world pressing down on you, a silent burden that seems to grow heavier with each passing day? It's that feeling of being adrift, lost in a sea of uncertainty, where the waves of doubt crash relentlessly against your spirit. You're not alone. Many of us navigate these turbulent waters, searching for a lighthouse to guide us back to shore, a beacon of hope to pierce through the fog of despair. Perhaps you're grappling with a difficult decision, a crossroads where every path seems fraught with peril. Or maybe you're struggling to overcome a setback, a painful experience that has left you feeling defeated and disillusioned. The challenges we face in life can be overwhelming, leaving us feeling vulnerable and exposed. It's easy to succumb to the darkness, to let negativity consume our thoughts and actions. We begin to question our abilities, our worth, and our purpose. The joy that once filled our hearts fades into a dull ache, replaced by a sense of emptiness and longing. We isolate ourselves from others, fearing judgment and rejection. The world around us seems to lose its color, becoming a bleak and desolate landscape. The motivation to pursue our dreams dwindles, replaced by a sense of apathy and resignation. We find ourselves trapped in a cycle of negativity, struggling to break free from its suffocating grip. But even in the darkest of nights, there is always a glimmer of hope. A tiny spark that refuses to be extinguished, a resilient flame that flickers in the face of adversity. It's the inner strength that resides within each of us, a wellspring of courage and resilience that we can draw upon when we need it most. It's the unwavering belief that we are capable of overcoming any obstacle, that we have the power to transform our lives and create a brighter future. This journey isn't about pretending the storms don't exist. It's about learning to navigate them with grace and unwavering faith. It's about discovering the resilience within you that you never knew you possessed, the inner compass that guides you even when you feel utterly lost. We often search for external validation, seeking approval and acceptance from others. But true strength comes from within, from cultivating a deep sense of self-worth and self-acceptance. It's about recognizing our inherent value, regardless of our accomplishments or failures. It's about embracing our imperfections, knowing that they are what make us unique and human. It's about forgiving ourselves for our mistakes and learning from our experiences. This is the foundation upon which we can build a life of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. This message is for anyone who has ever felt lost, discouraged, or overwhelmed. It's a reminder that you are not alone in your struggles, that there is hope even in the darkest of times. It's an invitation to tap into your inner strength, to embrace your resilience, and to believe in your ability to create a life that is filled with joy, purpose, and love. This isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving. It's about transforming your challenges into opportunities for growth, your setbacks into stepping stones to success, and your fears into fuel for your dreams. Prepare to embark on a journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and unwavering faith. Now, let's delve into the underlying reasons why these feelings of being overwhelmed often arise. It's rarely a single event, but rather a confluence of factors that gradually erode our emotional well-being. Think of it like a river, slowly being diverted from its natural course. Small dams of stress, unresolved conflicts, and unmet needs accumulate over time, eventually redirecting the flow of our energy and joy. One crucial element is often the pressure we place on ourselves, the relentless pursuit of perfection that leaves us feeling inadequate and constantly striving. This internal critic, a voice that whispers doubts and criticisms, can become deafening, obscuring our accomplishments and amplifying our perceived flaws. Another significant contributor is the disconnection from our core values. When we live in alignment with what truly matters to us, we experience a sense of purpose and fulfillment. However, when we compromise our values for external validation or societal expectations, we create a sense of inner conflict. Imagine a compass, constantly pointing north, but being forced to travel south. This misalignment generates friction, leading to feelings of frustration, resentment, and ultimately, burnout. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. The constant struggle is exhausting and ultimately unsustainable. Furthermore, our past experiences can cast long shadows on our present lives. Unresolved traumas, painful memories, and negative belief systems can create emotional barriers that prevent us from fully embracing joy and possibility. These barriers act like filters, distorting our perception of reality and shaping our responses to current situations. Picture a stained glass window, casting colored shadows on the room. The events of our past, like the colors of the glass, can influence how we see the world, sometimes making it difficult to discern the truth. Building on this, however, it's essential to recognize the role of societal pressures and cultural norms. We live in a world that often glorifies productivity, achievement, and material success. This constant bombardment of messages can lead us to believe that our worth is tied to our accomplishments, rather than our inherent value as human beings. It's like being caught in a race where the finish line is constantly moving, leaving us feeling perpetually behind and never quite good enough. Conversely, consider the impact of our relationships on our emotional well-being. Healthy, supportive connections provide us with a sense of belonging, validation, and love. However, toxic or dysfunctional relationships can drain our energy, erode our self-esteem, and contribute to feelings of isolation and loneliness. These relationships act like anchors, weighing us down and preventing us from reaching our full potential. It's important to cultivate relationships that nourish our souls and support our growth, and to distance ourselves from those that are detrimental to our well-being. Reflecting on this journey so far, a pattern begins to emerge, a recognition that the dissonance we often experience isn't a singular event, but rather the resonant echo of unmet needs and misaligned intentions reverberating within the chambers of our being. It's akin to a complex musical score where individual instruments, representing various aspects of our lives, are playing out of tune, creating a cacophony that jars the senses. The challenge then becomes not to silence any one instrument, but to harmonize them, bringing each element into a cohesive and resonant whole. We begin to perceive that the quest for inner peace isn't a destination to be reached, but rather a continuous calibration, a subtle dance between our internal compass and the external forces that seek to pull us off course. It's the ongoing refinement of our internal navigation system, constantly adjusting for the winds of change and the currents of circumstance. Like a seasoned sailor, we learn to anticipate the storms, to navigate the treacherous waters, and to chart a course that aligns with our true north. In light of these unfolding insights, the path ahead isn't about striving for an unattainable ideal of perfection, but rather embracing the beauty of imperfection, the inherent messiness of the human experience. It's about acknowledging our vulnerabilities, accepting our flaws, and recognizing that our struggles are not a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to our courage and resilience. It's like appreciating the intricate patterns of a tapestry, where the imperfections in the weave only add to its unique character and beauty. Drawing these strands together, we see that true strength doesn't lie in suppressing our emotions or denying our pain, but rather in acknowledging them, processing them, and allowing them to inform our growth. It's about transforming our wounds into wisdom, our setbacks into stepping stones, and our fears into fuel for our dreams. It's akin to the art of kintsugi, where broken pottery is repaired with gold, transforming its flaws into a celebrated feature, a symbol of resilience and rebirth. As we pivot towards the final reflection, consider this. The power to transform your life resides not in some external force, but within the depths of your own being. It's the unwavering belief in your own potential, the unwavering commitment to your own well-being, and the unwavering courage to live a life that is authentic, meaningful, and fulfilling. It's like tending a garden, carefully nurturing the seeds of hope, cultivating the soil of self-compassion, and patiently watching as your dreams blossom into reality. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. The tools for healing are not shimmering, unattainable objects locked away in distant realms. They are, in fact, the subtle shifts in perspective and actionable strategies we integrate into our daily lives, the quiet revolutions we wage within ourselves. Consider the practice of mindful awareness, the art of anchoring ourselves in the present moment, releasing the grip of anxieties about the future and regrets about the past. It's like becoming a skilled navigator on a turbulent sea, learning to read the currents of your own emotions and adjusting your sails accordingly. This isn't about suppressing feelings, but rather observing them with compassionate detachment, allowing them to flow through you without being swept away. Another powerful tool is the cultivation of self-compassion, the ability to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a dear friend. It's about recognizing your inherent worth, regardless of your accomplishments or perceived flaws, and embracing your imperfections as part of your unique human experience. This involves challenging the inner critic, that relentless voice that whispers doubts and criticisms, and replacing it with a voice of encouragement and acceptance. It's like tending a garden, carefully weeding out the negative thoughts and nurturing the seeds of self-love. Furthermore, the practice of gratitude can transform our perspective, shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have. It's about acknowledging the blessings in our lives, both big and small, and appreciating the simple joys that often go unnoticed. This can be as simple as taking a few moments each day to reflect on what you are grateful for, or keeping a gratitude journal to document your blessings. It's like collecting precious gems, each one representing a moment of joy, connection, or appreciation, and stringing them together to create a necklace of gratitude. Cognitive restructuring, a technique used in cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, offers a way to challenge and reframe negative thought patterns. It involves identifying distorted thinking, such as catastrophizing or overgeneralizing, and replacing it with more realistic and balanced perspectives. It's like cleaning a dirty window, removing the grime and allowing the light to shine through more clearly. This process can help us to see situations in a new light, reducing anxiety and improving our overall mood. Finally, remember the power of connection. Nurturing healthy relationships and seeking support from loved ones or a therapist can provide a sense of belonging, validation, and encouragement. It's about surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, believe in you, and support your growth. These connections act like anchors, grounding us during times of turbulence and providing us with the strength to weather the storms of life. Each tool, when wielded with intention and consistency, becomes a brushstroke in the masterpiece of your healing journey. The true practice begins now, not as a fleeting exercise, but as a way of being.